Here at Midday Maryland, we know how much healthy eating matters to you, and it matters to us here as well. That's why I'm so happy to have certified health coach Sharon McCray here with us from Eat Well, Stay Well. Her business name says it all. Sharon, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
So tell us a little bit about your business as you get started with making today's salad.
Okay, well, I am a certified health coach, and I work with families and individuals who are interested in transitioning to a whole food plant-based diet and adapting other healthy lifestyle habits. And I basically provide them with support and resources and also accountability, which is a big thing for people trying to make any type of lifestyle change.
Yes.
It's very easy to know what you should be doing, but it's another thing to actually do it.
Right. And so you talk about being plant-based. Some people are going to hear this and say, what is the difference between being plant-based and being vegan?
Well, both diets essentially refer to omitting animal products from the diet. So that's meat, poultry, dairy, all forms of those products. And the difference between a vegan diet and a plant-based, a whole food plant-based diet, which is what I advocate for, is that in a vegan diet, that just means you can eat pretty much anything. I mean, Doritos are vegan, as long as it doesn't have animal products in it. But if you're eating a whole food plant-based diet, generally speaking, you're eating it mainly for health reasons.
Right.
So we're talking about whole foods like vegetables and fruits and whole grains and beans and legumes and nuts and seeds. And that's primarily what the diet is. So there's no artificial flavors or colors or preservatives of any, you know, long chemical names that you can't pronounce.
Got it.
We're talking about whole foods.
Whole foods. And right now, what is it that you're doing? Because that Kale looks like it's getting a pretty good massage.
I'm taking out all of my aggressions from the work. No, so what I'm doing is I've started off with raw kale. And a lot of people tell me they don't like raw kale because it's hard to chew and it's bitter.
Tough. Yeah.
So what we do is we massage the kale.
Okay.
And what that does, I'm using lemon to do that. And what that does is it breaks down those fibers that make it hard to chew. And it also, because of the lemon, takes out the bitterness of the
of the actual leaf. Yeah.
Right. So we're massaging that in.
And kale is known as a superfood.
Kale is
that's
a cruciferous vegetable, which is one of the very powerful cancer fighters that we have in the food kingdom. And so the way that we start with kale, it has this thick stem. So we want to get rid of that. We don't want that in our salad. It's still nutritious, and you can chop it up and put it in a stir fry.
But you're chewing even more if you got that in
So what you want to do is, we call it strip the kale. So you just basically go like that. And the kale leaf comes right off, and then you break it into bite-sized bits. And so then we're massaging it, and when you see that, you start off with this large volume, as you see the kale over there, this large volume, and when you massage it, you're breaking down all those fibers. It breaks it down and shrinks it, and you can see the color gets really pretty and green.
Yes. So in the interest of time, as you keep doing that, I still want to talk to you about your business a little bit more, because you will work with families to help them get on track, but also work with people remotely, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Most of my clients these days are actually remote. I'm working with a few people over in California, so it's either by phone or by Skype, or these days FaceTime, whatever works for people. And I just meet with them usually once every 2 weeks initially on the phone, and then in between I am always accessible to them via email or text.
So that's a consultation and helping them, because a lot of people are gonna, you know, it's February now, getting into March, and they're gonna look at this like, you know what, I made this commitment in January, I'm already off the wagon, so how do I get back on? So you help entire families.
Exactly. I help them stay on. I work with a lot of parents who are trying to transition their small children. And I know that can be a process. And so, you know, we take it step by step. So mostly focusing on bringing in new things as opposed to leaving things out initially. So
well, this looks beautiful. So you added in
I added in some corn. The corn.
Onions
and some, let's see, and then we're going to add in some pumpkin seeds.
Gives it a little
crunch.
There's
a source of healthy fat, gives it a nice crunch, and helps you absorb all of those fat-soluble nutrients.
We are wrapping up right now, but you are based in Columbia. You have a meetup too, right?
I do. It's called the Columbia, Maryland Forks Over Knives Meetup Group. We started off with 14 members in 2011, and now we have 1,400 plus.
Wow.
And we meet monthly, the first Sunday of every month, for a potluck. And then we have events throughout the month as well.
Wonderful. And I know that you also have a special deal for Midday Maryland viewers, 20% off of that initial consultation. Thank you for that. Just go to eatwell-staywell.com. We will be right back with more Midday Maryland right after the break.